What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today we are doing the final episode of the Road to Top 100. So, the hardest thing, basically, in solos is playing Shutter Island and doing it well and consistently. Since you have to get top 3 to get a 50-point win bonus, basically, if you don't get top 3, you lose 100 points. For that game, the 50 points, and the next win that doesn't really count towards it. It is a lot of points to not get. So, in order to do this, you have to be very good, which is why I focus mostly on Desert Valley for this. It's mostly because most people can't do this, but it's why it's last, because it is possible, and to get to top 100, it was something I had to do a lot of, because it takes so much less time to play this. You can do it so much faster. I'll even show you the actual numbers on the fastest you can really do it, and how the numbers are virtually the same as long as you can win every game. And I'm going to show you my favorite things to do that help me do so. So, the first thing, I love playing Volt. The reason for that is that when you kill people and you get your electricity meter all the way to full, it recharges all of your shields very quickly. Not just that, it also makes it where you 50% higher reload speed, and also your ADS speed is also up by 50%. This helps you get into the fight so much faster after you've killed 1 to 2 people. When you're in the most trouble and need it the most, you can get back in that fight ASAP, and I cannot tell you how many more kills I get on this hero than other ones, especially in fast-paced combat like Shutter Island. I like to go up top and just drop in, hopefully getting about 3 kills and then dying, because let's be honest, when there's 5 people on top of the prison roof, you can just hope to get 3 kills. I mean, sometimes it works out, like in this game where I didn't die, but a lot of times you're gonna die. It's just really not that feasible. But what else you can do with Volt is hit Emmas with your ability. It will make it to where they cannot heal themselves, which is just so insane and just absolutely murks them. So it's something that you will very much love doing, because it is so satisfying to have an annoying Emma trying to do movement and heal through it that can't use their ult and can't use their B. It's just too much fun. But right here we are going long range to get the kill. The weapons that I'm using are a hipfire version of the AR-97 and the P90. The reason for that is you can get pretty good medium range, which is pretty much as far as you're going to be able to shoot with the AR-97 with very little drop off, and then you are going to be able to go up close and use it as close range weapon. And then obviously the P90 is one of the best guns in the game, and it just allows you to go ahead and get all those up close kills, be able to switch between them, and especially on Volt, you can reload so quickly that you can just keep getting in fight after fight and never have to worry about reloading. It's just so amazing. Right here, we are going to try to get this kill. It wasn't R down originally, so we were waiting for him to res himself. It became apparent he was just never going to let me do that, so go ahead, take him out of the game, screw it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and then we can move on to go get kills that'll actually let us kill them. So right here, we get this guy downed, and we do want to finish it since there's so many people around us, but this is a very bad spot. There's 9 people left, the zone's coming in, and we are about to be pushed out into the open. So what I did was I switched to my smoke grenades and immediately popped one out. That way, after I'm starting to shoot this guy, I can heal in my smoke grenade. I see where he's at, and so I'm going to shoot through the smoke grenade to kill his B. That way he can't res himself with it, and then we are just going to go up and follow up through our kill. There's another guy up here. We start shooting him, but they downed him right before us. We got him almost all the way dead, and now he's just gonna die to the storm, or his actual killer will come get him. I don't really care about that. I just needed to get off of that focal point of the firefight up in top middle, and then we fly through here and we get into that little cubby zone. That way we could just kind of reset, get all of our health and armor back, and then make sure we're reloaded and ready to go out and fight at least 3 people. Luckily for me, 2 of them were fighting off to the side, so we just had to kill the one guy, and then we were able to run away. And we go into this little corner, and we're just kind of going to wait. We're going to go and hit a UAV to see where everyone's at, and then we go ahead and go in this building, and luckily for us, this guy was running away from somebody. We were crouched, he had no clue we were there. Freest kill of all time. And then we used another UAV. Like I said in this every time, UAVs just use them all the time, because you get so much cash in this particular map that it's kind of a waste just not to spend them on the UAVs. Knowing where everyone's at is so important. Right there, we hit him with our ability, which makes it where he cannot heal himself, and he is absolutely screwed, and then we're able to go ahead and take him out. One of the better players, so was a good thing to see. But right here, as you can see, in 33 minutes, you can get the same amount of points that you get in 46 minutes of playing on the other map. So it really, really matters. I mean, if you think about it, you're playing 6 games in an hour instead of only being able to play 4, which, I mean, as long as you're winning every game, it's great. But the problem is Desert Valley is way easier to be consistent on. You don't have to be nearly as good. And even if you are the best player in the world on Shouri Island, if you get caught at the wrong spot, and a lot of the end circles have like 10 people in them, you can just get absolutely screwed over by like a fight breaking out in your building with like 3 people. I mean, you just have to take the fight, hope that it works out, and then everyone around you is going to see 4 people shooting over there, so they're going to come clean you up. So like, there are times that you just can't do anything about it. But like I said, it is still worth the risk if you are good enough to do it. And I'm going to show you through a lot of these end games exactly how I play it and how I'm able to consistently win almost every game. And remember, all you got to do is get top 3 and at least 10 kills. So early in the early game, run around until you have respawns. Just run around, kill as many people as possible, and that will end up helping you so much. But another thing I like to do is use the AR-97 in the hipfire build because of what's about to happen after this. Not only can we just absolutely burst that guy down, the amount of damage this thing puts out is so nasty. Like, we see this guy across the way. By the way, one of the best players in the world. We are able to just absolutely two-shot him. Right there, that is 167 damage on 1 burst. That's crazy. Like, that's nuts, and that's not even the highest it can technically go. So that guy was running out, he was sliding and jumping, falling through a roof, and gets like 2-shot. Like, one of the best players there are. That, like, you can't do anything against it. It's so good in that medium range and good up close. It's my secret weapon a lot of the time, but also the P90 is pretty good. If you want to use the MP5 hipfire build, that's also good. And then you can also use something like a Scar hipfire build, which I'll show you guys as well through this. So there are so many guns you can use on this that all work really well together. In particular, I like to try to use a hipfire build from one of the ARs. That way you have a good mid-range gun like an AR is, and then you have it where it works up close. That way you have 2 up close guns, and it just gives you more opportunity to get these up close fights, especially in the end game. That's really what I'm more worried about, is the end game, because the rest of the game doesn't really matter that much. It's all just run around trying to kill people. If you die, you die. It's fine. You'll respawn. You can kind of get back easy and stay alive. But these end zones can be really tough. I mean, you can just have way too many people trying to come after you in too small of an area. But right here, we were able to just isolate all of the fights, take them one by one, and especially using Volt, we were able to just absolutely thrive through always being able to reload. Right there, I go, and I'm like, cool, I can get a weapon, and we might be okay in the end zone. Yeah, the weapon I got was a freaking bazooka. How unlucky. But then we do pick up a Scar, which is good enough, so we're using Scar bazooka. That's great. But we did pick up somebody's shotgun, but then we just absolutely kill people with the Scar. Like, it's blue right off the ground, as bad as it gets for a gun. And I'm not gonna lie, I ain't dropping this thing. We are beaming people. Like, this is absolutely nuts. It actually inspired me to use this car with that sight, which before I kind of hated that scope, especially on other guns. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I was beaming kids, so I decided to actually try this out with my own build, and it worked out pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, it absolutely fries on this map. But right here, what we're doing is we're just trying to isolate fights, take them one by one, get back, reload, get all our health back, and just do it over and over again. And then if we can watch for a third party, we can come in. And I thought there were only 3 people alive right here. So I kill him, the other one's on the ground. So if I kill both these guys, I automatically win the game. So I'm waiting for him to get up so I can get the kill. And then I realized there were 4 people. That was an oopsie. Yep, so hey, we still got top 3, so didn't kill our win streak, but man, what an error. Especially because that was an insane game. Like, I would also have like 24 kills, like, man, That's rough, man. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for that one still. But it's all good, and we did, because of that game, use a hipfire build Scar, and we put on that scope, which, like I said, I hated that scope. But I figured out, you know what, let's try it. It worked really well in that endgame, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm in love with this gun. This is amazing. It works so good. Right here, we're trying to get the guy that's kind of on the outer retainer wall right there, and there was some footsteps behind us, so I stopped to go kill him, and then we go to the outside retainer wall. And oh my god, thank you for being able to reload instantly, because there were so many people out here and I did not expect any of it. But we were able to go ahead and get that back. And like I said, once you level this up, you have that charge for pretty good time. So you can go in and get all these kills, and we were able to reload pretty quickly. And so when everyone just comes in one after one, we are still good. Our health went back up, our armor goes up, so we're still good. We reload, everything's gonna be fine. We go kill everybody and get the triple kill. We throw some smoke, heal ourselves back up, and then now we're just chasing an Emma. Only 13 people left. We got 15 kills now. Can't really ask for more. And then we move into the end circle, and this is not a good end circle for me. I was in the middle of it in just a really bad spot. There's so much open space, and it was just bad. And then I missed my jump. Everything about this circle went all wrong all at once. But luckily for me, we were able to get that kill, and no one else was pushing me. I think they were all preoccupied that everyone else was on the other side of the zone, and they're afraid of getting shot in the back, because a lot of people want to have isolated 1v1 fights in these end circles. They know that it's a small circle with 9 people too. They're not trying to look to go in the middle. So it ended up working out, and we got a little lucky, but hey, gotta take what you can get. And luckily we were able to go ahead and kill that Zero, and I used my ability just in case that Emma's right there. That way we could just go take him out, but the Emma had run away. Somebody else ended up killing him, and then we go in, get the last kill onto a Nova, and then we are able to win the game. And like I said, that Scar build is nasty. I am so pro that Scar build. But what we do up top is we just go straight in. We get the first guy down. He wasn't our kill because somebody shot him once, which was super annoying. But hey, as long as we're alive up here, you can't really ask for more. And then we're going to go around. We are playing Emma this time around because this is the other good character on this map. I love to play Volt mostly because I've recently found out how good he was, because I've always been told he was a terrible character. Never really understood what his abilities were other than the electromagnetic thing. I didn't think about how good it really is to have your armor regen a little bit, but most importantly, to have that reload speed. And I didn't know that reload speed would be every single time you had the charge go up, because I knew that you couldn't do the armor every time. So I just always thought that he was the worst character, because it's kind of what everyone said. But I swear, Volt is the most underrated guy in the game. But we did also play with Emma because, again, Emma's so good, especially on this map. So we did that a lot. We also played some Zero matches. None of them are in this because the video would just take too long. But we do end up going down and getting this Emma. And I hate windows. I swear to God, windows in this game are so bugged. But luckily for me, it didn't matter. We killed him first. And then we go to move out, and we see him just coming right back down. Poor guy got spotted on the UAV. I didn't even see him in the sky. Ooh, that's rough, dude. But what you gonna do? So we go out to the outskirts where the next guys are, and we only have 8 kills here, and it just seems man, I'll at least get my 10 kills, but this game's kind of flopping. Well, that didn't stay for long, because holy, did we get so many kills on this side of the map. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't play this map as often, so I didn't realize how many people would be over here. I don't know if that was just this game or if it's every game. Let me know in the comments if you play it more often and know. But holy, there were so many people over here. Luckily for me, I saw this guy come down, and we were able to go just shoot him right in the back and go ahead and get that kill. So funny, you can use helicopters in solo. I've actually gotten killed by a guy who dropped one on top of my head. I was so mad. But luckily for me, that didn't happen this game. And I can delete those games that do happen. And if you don't have the coordinate, it never happened. Yeah, it happened though. So luckily we were able to go get the Zero, and then we use our UAV to find somebody else. We killed literally everyone that was over in those buildings, so now we kind of have to branch out a bit. These two guys are fighting each other, so I know that there's another one over here on the other side of the rail, and then we kill him only to find there's a Volt in the smoke, which is hilarious because we were actually getting helped by the smoke. He was taking damage from me and it. I did want to be careful though, because I didn't want him to die in that smoke and give it to the other guy, so luckily he does back up enough for us to get the kill. And then there were 2 people that were just playing up and down in this tower, and I saw him coming down on a parachute through the brick wall, which is actually really nice. And then we go in to go get our kill, and I let the other guy res because we want his kill. But like I said, with 20 people left, we had 8 kills. We are already at 18 with 9. Like, it was insane how many people were on the side of the map. Again, I usually play towards the prison, the other side, and sometimes in the little village. I usually don't go here or to the port area, so it just was so shocking to me how many people are actually here. But we were able to go ahead, get the M in the building. There's only 6 people left, and we do have to play cautious. There are no respawns, and you can get trapped in a really bad spot, just like that guy did. You have to be careful when you're just running out without cover next to you. It's better to run along the sides of the wall. That makes it less likely that you will get shot, and if you do get shot, you can just hop over the wall, you can get to an obstacle, you can actually do something about it. But right there, that guy just drops right in front of me, making it to where there's only one guy left. He's playing that stupid character that goes invisible, so I have no idea where he's at because my UAVs don't work. And then we just decide, you know what, let's go in a building. He knows where we're at, we'll just wait, and he has to kind of come through here, that way his invisibility won't screw us. And then we were able to go ahead, get that kill, and yes, that actually got us to the top 100. We ended up petering out around 81st, and then I think we're in the top 70 for kills, and then I decided to stop going up, and next season, which starts basically when this comes out, that we are going to go for at least the top 50. I'll keep you guys updated on progress for that. Let me know what kind of videos you want. Like, subscribe, and have a great day.